one question that has a ton of likes, which is, I think, interesting. How do you measure the impact of using data governance and, any metrics, or like, how do you in general think about measuring the impact of something like this?
I'd give a few technical things, but Emily is actually working on improving what we're doing there right now. So I'll let her, I think, talk about this more. But like, if one thing I will say is make sure that you come up with the measurements ahead of time before you start, and ask the questions that will give you this data, and then track as you move forward, because you might get biased along the way, and you want to stay true and honest to where you started from. And so, there are things you can do, like, just product analytics, and measuring engagement with the tool, right? That's the baseline. But there are more qualitative things you can do to ask your users. And I think Emily might want to add here.
Sure. Some on qualitative, some of like the behavioral metrics that we are tracking that are important to us is the total number of Atlan users, right? Like if people aren't using it, then it's not working, right? So then there's like the top five most searched terms, like making sure that those are available and accessible, and that those are properly linked out to the assets that they need to be, and like the other terms and everything. Then there's, the top 10 most active users. And then you can use that information to talk to them, reach out to them and see like, okay, how are you using this product? What are the things that are working? What are the things that are not working? Another one is top 5 most used features, like to figure out how people are using Atlan and what they're doing when they go in there. And if they're not using something that could be particularly helpful to them, then like, reaching out and letting them know that. Another one that I have is the top 10 most used assets. What are the most important assets that we have, and just making sure that those are properly documented, making sure that those are like upkept, and that there's not just one owner for that, but that there are multiple owners for that. So that way we can, make sure that if somebody leaves, it's still taken care of.